Hey everyone and welcome back. Today's unboxing is a really special one. Something that goes beyond adding new models to the collection. The models that I'm about to open today, they are not just another release. These are kind of a milestone for me. This is something that I wanted to do for a really long time, and to be honest, I never thought I really could until this year. So, these guys over here are Charlie and Adam. These are the first Diecast models originally released by me, JR Collectibles. And you might be thinking, how the hell can I produce some models? Well, I didn't do it alone. I partnered with the brand Rollin, that is a Chinese brand that specializes in emergency vehicles. If you have been following the channel and the store for a while, then you probably know that I like to relate my models to the stories, or I buy my models according to the stories that they are telling or how they existed. It's just really nice to me to know that these little guys have a meaning behind. And this is what I wanted to do with the first model that I was creating. So, I've been living in the Czech Republic for several years, and my first thought as my stories here was to create models from a local brand, a local car manufacturer like Skoda. The problem is that there's not a lot of Skoda castings in 1/64 scale, so creating a new casting from zero, it's really expensive and takes a lot of time. And to make the story short, I didn't have a lot of money, and Rollin didn't have a lot of time.
In terms of money, we have no money.
So I had to land my imagination a little bit and create something based on an existing casting, which is pretty limiting. I started doing my homework and I found this little town in the Czech Republic called Lázně Bohdaneč. And the police department in this little town uses American police cruisers. Now, for all the people that live in America, you will think, what is that nice? What is that unique, right? Everybody's using American cruisers. Well, in America, yes, a lot of people are using the Chargers, Dodge Chargers specifically, but not in Europe. In Europe, we usually see in the street the police cars are BMW or Skoda, but never American cars. So the fact that there's this little town here in the Czech Republic using the Dodge Chargers is actually quite unique, quite interesting, I will say. So I found my models, my original models, Adam and Charlie. And to make them more special, nobody has ever released them before in any scale. So, after I chose my protagonists, I decided to make them characters. Adam is the one with the black wheels. He's kind of the bold character, right? The aggressive, the dark one. And then it goes Charlie with the silver wheels, and he is a lot more calm. It's like kind of the good cop, bad cop. So, let's say that without further ado, I want to show you what we did together with Rollin, and I hope that you enjoy it. Let's start with the outside packaging. At first glance, you will not be able to recognize which model is Adam and which model is Charlie, because there's nothing to identify them in the outside. Let's describe the package before we go inside, right? The first phrase that you find here is the Kwaszyn Służbam. It means actually at your service, and this is the phrase that you will see in the hoods of the police cars in real life, and of course also in the model. But the sides, you have the Rollin logo, my logo, and on top you have the police department logo. On the back you just have the checker pattern, and below you will have the normal information that Rollin gives you in their models, but here you will also have a little note about the collaboration in English and in Czech, and here the stamp of the city of Lázně Bohdaneč. Now, once that you are going to open the models is when you are going to find this. This is the name of the model, Adam. Of course, in the other model you will have Charlie, and here below you have the little history of the models in English and in Czech. That's how you are going to identify which model do you have. When you are pulling this, let's say that this is the second part of the unboxing experience. This is Adam, and it's covered with this little sleeve that has the checker pattern here with the Rollin branding, the JR Collectibles branding here, and in the back you have again the logo of the police department and the names Adam and Charlie. When you pull this one, what I want to pull your attention is to the back card. We thought about every single detail of this kind of packaging and design, and this is what we are releasing in collaboration also with Arlene Art. She designed this, she made the Prague city silhouette on the left, and this is the Lázně Bohdaneč city on the right, with the little charger here cruising from one side to another. Why we are doing this? Well, because the festival is in Prague, but the chargers are actually from Lázně Bohdaneč, so we wanted to represent both cities in the card. And then we move to the actual protagonists. Probably this is how you, or most of you, are going to display your model, with the acrylic case, with the plastic base. But if you want, we can open it and see also the metal plate that is there, that it says it's not focusing very well, and the light, yeah, now it's good. So you can see the name of the charger, 55 Adam, and Czech Police Lazne Bohdaneč, that is basically the police department from Lazne Bohdaneč. And here is a little JR Collectibles logo. Now, this already looks pretty good, but I of course will have to unbolt this one from the base so I can show you every single detail of the car. Now, once you take it out of the base, you can start seeing the real magic. In front, you will see the acrylic insert for the headlights that look pretty amazingly done. You have even fog lights below. You have the light bar and the nameplate. Here you have the Dodge logo, the police logo, and also the phrase that I told you, Kavachen Slushman here. Then you go on the sides and you will see also the Czech Police, Lázně Bohdaneč, the name of Adam here in the corner, the phone. The wheels roll pretty good. Then they are connected to each other, as you can see here, but they roll pretty well. On the back you have also a bunch of details, the Dodge logo, the nameplate. You can see the exhaust pipes that we're going to see the down part of the car in a second. These also acrylic inserts for the tail lights. I don't know if you can see it, but the crystal or the glass here in the back, the medallion, actually has the defogger there with the little red lines. It looks really pretty. You have a little antenna here and the lights bar on the top with the name of 55 Adam. It looks really beautiful. Now, for specific details, the mirrors. The mirrors actually have reflecting material, so these are real mirrors, and you have a reflector here on the top. Down, you will see also the details of the exhaust system in silver that are separate pieces that are actually connect with the back part that I was showing you a moment ago. Now, I will try to do this because I'm also pretty amazed by the interior that they created. You will see, once that you have it in person, you will see the quantity of details that Rollin added to this model. From both sides, you can even see a little computer there in the passenger seat, and all the silver details of the console. It looks pretty rad. So this is Adam. Now what I'm going to do is going to open Charlie, which it's exactly the same casting, but there will be some differences, and I'm pretty sure that you already saw the first one, right? That is the wheels. But let me just unbox this one and take it out from the base. Now, this is Charlie, and of course the big difference is the name. You have Charlie here, you have Charlie on top, but that's not only, and of course the wheels, right? The wheels of Charlie are silver, the wheels of Adam are black, but if you go to the front, you will see that Adam has a white grille, meanwhile Charlie has a completely blackout grille, right? The reflectors, Adam has only one reflector on the right, Charlie has two reflectors. The mirrors, Adam has white mirrors, Charlie has black mirrors. And of course the wheels, right? The wheels, I think that is the biggest difference between these two. And there's something that I realized that is really difficult to realize with Charlie because of the type of rims that is using, with Adam because of the type of rims that he's using, but with Charlie it's a lot more visible. I will try to make a zoom here. Here below, behind the rims, you can see a brake and caliper system that actually stays static as the wheel moves. This detail, guys, look at this. Here is probably better to see with the light. This detail for me, it's incredibly amazing. The rest, the difference that I just mentioned, the two cars are basically the same, of course with the difference on the names, but this is the pair of Adam and Charlie. Opening these two feels pretty good, to be honest, because it's kind of a first step, right? We are not a store that only sells Diecast models. We are not a channel that only unbox Diecast models. We are actually an entity that is creating something new, something that I hope that you will enjoy. I'm really happy that you're here so I can share with you our first steps that I hope that will become many. And I just want to say thank you for letting me share this with you. If you want Adam and Charlie in your collection, then the exclusive release will happen in the Prague Car Festival on November 1st and 2nd of this year, 2025. But if there's any units after that, then I will put them on sale on my store on the 3rd of November at midnight, Prague time. I will leave the link in the description below, the link to my store, that is. And, well, of course I'm trying to sell you the models. I created them, right? This is a business. I'm trying to convince you that they are super cool. You should not listen only to me. I had some friends that received some models already. They already have some posts in their socials, and I'm talking about Diecast Dude from Netherlands, I'm talking about 3-inch Diecast from Germany, and my brother Drifter D from Singapore. Check the videos and ask them what they think about the models, and then, if you're still interested, come to me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with everybody, and tell me in the comments which one of the two is your favorite. Charlie, Adam, maybe both of them. And also tell me, if these two are a success, what do you want me to do next? My name is JR. Thanks for being here and see you next time. Adios.